Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So, grab your coffee or finish the laundry, and whatever you're doing, just keep going while you listen to my podcast today. And today's podcast is going to be very interesting and very informative. So, make sure you don't miss it and you listen to it till the end. And as the title suggests, yes, I'm going to talk about a very important topic, and that is manifestation. So, in today's content, I will be talking about the method to manifest. And yes, it is about happiness. How do we manifest happiness? Because we all have heard about manifestation when it comes to, money, health. I'm not saying all these aspects are not important, but then just give it a thought. You have a lot of money, and you also have very good health. But then, if you're not finding the happiness, what is the use of that wealth? What is the use of that kind of health? Right? So, according to me, what we need to really manifest in life is something that is so important, and that is, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, it's happiness. So, let me start off by giving you a very brief introduction about what exactly is manifestation. So, just to explain it to you in very simple words, manifestation is nothing but the application of your smartness and knowledge into understanding and gaining what you want through the universe. So it's as simple as that. It's just getting what you want, but you are doing this with a certain amount of spiritual knowledge and your intelligence, of course. So manifestation, as I said, is done for so many things in life, and many people do it for money, especially. I'm not saying it's wrong. As I said in the beginning itself, it's a good thing. You want to prosper, you want to go ahead. It's a wonderful thing. But then let us all keep it in mind that the most basic pillars of our life, is that of happiness, peacefulness, and of course you need to have some spiritual maturity, emotional maturity as well. So let us try our best, trying to manifest all these things. Money, success, health, everything will come along with it. So try and knock at the door of something that is so important, which will invite the other essential things in life. That is what I was trying to tell. So let us start this topic with the most important ingredients which are required for manifesting happiness. And let me tell you, these two are the most underrated qualities that are needed for manifesting happiness. Because whenever we talk about manifestation, it's more about it's more about the materialistic things sometimes, and we always confine our thought process only to something that we can gain, which we can kind of enjoy externally. Just imagine if you're gaining something internally that is making you so strong, then, and it will make you unshakable, kind of, it will give you the kind of inner strength in a way that you will be able to face challenges. You will be able to earn the kind of abundance that you have always thought of. So let me introduce those two most underrated qualities, applying which we can manifest happiness. The number one is integrity. Not many talk about it, right? When it comes to manifestation, we do not talk about integrity, do we? The second most underrated quality is self compassion. Both these qualities, that is integrity and self compassion, they are so underrated. Won't you agree with me? Because when we talk about good values, we talk about good morals, somewhere these two qualities are not highlighted as much as they need to be. So let us try and understand what are these two underrated qualities, or the ingredients that can be used to manifest happiness. And also, when we say happiness, we are more concerned about going on a vacation gives me happiness. Earning a lot of money gives me happiness. I am not denying these don't give happiness or something like that. They do. They of course give us the pleasure, they give us the happiness. No denial, absolutely no denial. And I'm not saying that become a saint and don't think about money abundance. I'm not saying that either. But all I'm trying to emphasize is on the point that happiness is something so close to our heart, it's something so essential for our living. But if we just confine it to something that is so materialistic and so external, I don't think we will really achieve that kind of happiness which we really deserve, right? So we need to concentrate on those ingredients which we have kept somewhere, in the back of the entire, manifestation shelf. So let's try and dig it and get it out and try and understand what these two qualities, or as I can say, the most underrated qualities are, and how we can use them as tools for manifesting happiness. So let us talk about integrity. What is integrity? Now, the most common definition, or I can say, the most of the forwards that come on the WhatsApp or on the Facebook, it's like always it's written in that those what can you say, the forwarded messages, you read that integrity is what you do even when no one is looking at you. This is the most famous and the most common definition of integrity that we find on the net. And of course, yes, it is true, and it is so perfectly defined. It is, of course, what we do even when nobody is looking at us, right? That is integrity. Now let us try and delve into it deeper and understand the core meaning of integrity. Now, in my humble opinion, integrity is what I do should match with what I think, what I desire for, and what I want as a result. If all these elements, all these things in me are in perfect alignment, that is integrity. It is like I am doing something but I'm not convinced, or I am doing something but I'm guilty, or I'm doing something and expecting a completely different result. Do you think you will ever match a balance in all these things? It is a recipe for total chaos. I am sure you will agree with me. So integrity, when you really understand the deep meaning of it, is whatever you're doing should be in perfect alignment with what you think, what you desire, what you believe in. And all these things should be moral and ethical. We need to just keep all these things in mind when we think about integrity. And when we achieve a perfect alignment of all these things, that is, whatever is in the, the most deepest part of my heart, it has come out in my thought, it has come out in my feeling, in my emotion, and in my deeds. And this is in alignment with the perfect moral and ethics that I hold. And then I present all of this to the universe, saying that I am this. I am manifesting this. That is when it's going to click. Just understand the power of manifestation. As long as there is so much contradiction with all these things internally within you, universe will never understand what you really want. And if you strike a perfect balance with all these things internally within yourself, believe me, universe is just there, to cater to your needs and to just grant what you are really looking for. So manifest in a way that you are convinced whatever you want, you are happy about it. You're convinced it is very moral, it is very ethical, and it's the right choice. Then go ahead with it, and believe me, you will not be disappointed. This is the true integrity that you need to hold. If you are trying to have some thoughts in your mind but doing an entirely different action, you are not going to reap the benefits. Believe me, it's impossible. It's just impossible. Universe runs in a way that everything is in alignment. Don't you think the way all the planets are aligned, the way sun comes at exact time, and also it sets at the right time, all the climate, the weather, everything is in alignment of some rule, some law, some energy is kind of guiding all this, right? So everything should happen in perfect alignment. It should strike the perfect balance. Only then you will hit the jackpot. And over here, we are manifesting happiness. So it's very important that my integrity should be in alignment with all these things internally. It should strike the balance, and only then I will be in a perfect position to manifest something as big as happiness. Now let me give you an example so that the entire concept becomes more clear in your mind. Now, if you are one of those typical 80s or 90s kids, I'm sure you remember those television sets we used to have it at home. And these television sets used to have a typical antenna that we used to keep it on the terrace. Now, sometimes when there used to be some problem, immediately we would climb up the terrace and try and align the antenna, right? So that we get the signals on the TV. So our entire life is exactly this. Try and align yourself in a way with the universe so that universe can actually understand what we are manifesting. If we are not being receptive, if we are not ready to take the signals, how on earth is it possible that we can manifest anything as big as happiness? So yes, it's a simple thing. It's something so logical. It is something so simple to understand. Just strike a perfect balance internally within you, what you really want, and act accordingly. That is integrity. As simple as that. So the bottom line is align everything and then manifest. Now let's quickly go to the second underrated quality, and that is that of self-compassion. We all know about self-love. Self-love is something that we deal with, the self-esteem, self-worth. We know about it. We know quite a lot about it now. But there is this one element which we are not really giving too much importance, and that is self-compassion. When we need to be that receptive, when we need to be that kind of person who is able to attract happiness, we also need to make ourselves very prepared in certain things. And the foremost the first and the foremost thing that we need to keep in mind when we are building ourselves for that is that of the self-compassion. Now, what is self-compassion? Self-compassion, if you put it in very simple words, it is showing the kind of kindness, understanding towards yourself. We are very good people, very kind-hearted people, very understanding, empathetic when it comes to others. When it comes to ourselves, we are judgmental, we are harsh, we are like, we are not ready to forgive ourselves. Mistakes happen in life, right? You go in that roller coaster of so many mistakes, and to come out of one mistake, maybe you jump into another mistake. Happens, all these things happen, right? It doesn't mean you always have to keep punishing yourself, or you always have to remain in the guilt, remorse, regret. No, just understand the lesson, get up, move forward. Understand the lesson, get up, move forward. That's it. All you need to do, it is kind of a biggest favor that you can do to yourself, and that is you have to forgive yourself at many levels. There is no use being so judgmental about your own self. It's like, let me give you another example so that this entire concept becomes very clear in your mind. As I said, we are very kind-hearted people when it comes to others. So if my loved one, if my friend is in some kind of heartbreak or some kind of sorrow, and I come to know about that, I'm the first person to approach. I will sit with her, I will say, it's okay, I can understand you. It's not a big deal. You can recover from this. Just get up, move forward. And I don't judge her. I'm being so kind to her. I'm giving her the kind of support she needs to just get up. It's like she's fallen in the pit and I'm giving her a helping hand and she's trying to come out of it. I am so kind to her, I'm so empathetic. But then when it comes to me, that is, if I feel that I have gone wrong in something and some blunders have been committed by my self, I forget about being empathetic towards myself. I forget about being compassionate about myself. I stop showing the kind of compassion I show otherwise to others. So, we need to understand we too need that kind of compassion. We too need that kind of understanding. Self compassion is very important. Very, very important. And it is important in terms of manifesting happiness because it is like I am making myself ready to be receptive to the way universe works. All right, it is like if I am not ready, universe will never understand that I am manifesting something that's as big as happiness in my life. It may just give me some break, or it may just tell me, okay, take your own time. Whenever you're receptive, I'm here. That is a kind of law that just happens in this universe. So you need to keep yourself so ready for receiving the happiness. It's like, as long as I say that, no, I'm not worth it. No, I have done such a big mistake. Oh no, I'm in so much regret. The more I keep telling all these negative words to myself, I am not going to recover. I am not going to receive the abundance. I'm not going to be receptive. The more I will have such self-talks, universe will say, okay, fine, have it, have it. Whatever you are asking for, have it. So if I'm asking for, negativity from myself, if I'm giving that kind of negativity to myself, what can the universe do for me? How can it grant me abundance? How can it grant me happiness? So I need to be ready. I need to prepare myself. I need to be that kind of clean slate where the universe will come and write its beautiful words, and that will spell out to be happiness in my life. So I need to be receptive. I need to show that kind of self-compassion. Yes, self-compassion is underrated. We do not talk about it much. And that is the reason. Let us try and understand this concept and build ourselves in a way that we are more receptive to what we really deserve in life. The more we sit under the impression that no, I don't deserve it, we will never get it. So, no matter what you have done, or no matter whatever, loop of mistakes you are in, there is always a new chance for you. There is always an opportunity for you to just get up and get going and move forward in happiness. That's all about it. So, yeah, these are the ingredients or the qualities that we need for manifesting happiness. I hope you liked today's content, and please make sure that you share your feedback in the comment section below. And until the next podcast, please take care of yourself, and yes, get ready for this manifestation. Just understand these core concepts of something that is so underrated. Just give more importance on these two qualities, and believe me, you will absolutely manifest happiness in your life. That's all about it. So take care of yourself, and bye for now, and thanks for listening in.